Climate change has thrown Uganda's environmental stability into disarray. But beyond the ecological devastation, climate change is exposing deeper societal inequalities. Women and girls, especially in rural Uganda, are paying the highest price. In Kasese district, the effects of climate change are not just data points, they are daily disasters. In April, River Mubuku burst its banks. Homes were submerged, dozens were displaced. Among them, expectant mothers, young girls, entire families torn apart from stability. At an internally displaced camp in Nyambuko Upper Cell, 2 women gave birth under these dire conditions just days after fleeing the floods.
The rain started at 11 p.m. and stopped at 5 a.m. We woke up and found our houses flooded. We had to flee to this camp.
A traditional birth attendant helped me to deliver. I didn't have money to even buy gloves.
Both women lost everything in the floods. Without proper food, shelter, or medical care, even breastfeeding has become a challenge.
In this condition, I don't have enough breast milk because of the shock of losing my house and property. Here at the camp, we don't have enough food. There are mosquitoes and my baby is always crying.
The nearest government health facility, Rukochi Hospital, is over 30 kilometers away. Neither mother received immunization for their newborns.
We found a number of pregnant mothers who are also in this setting, and you can imagine if they wanted to access antenatal services, if they wanted to deliver, and you can imagine if it is like a cesarean birth, at the risk that the mother bears.
Across Uganda's rural communities, women bear the brunt of climate-related disruptions, responsible for collecting water, cooking, and farming. Their daily burdens grow heavier as climate shocks hit harder. But climate change isn't just about storms and floods. It's about stress, poverty, and sometimes violence. Esther, a small-scale trader in Kasese, is now disabled. Her husband, who was arrested, couldn't accept her independence, driven by economic desperation in a changing climate.
When I bought the plot of land and told my husband that I'm going to start construction work on it, that was the start of all problems. He should have at least told me that he doesn't want what I was going to do, instead of cutting off my hands.
According to the UN Gender Snapshot Report of 2024, climate change doesn't directly cause gender-based violence, but it does worsen the conditions that lead to it: poverty, displacement, inequality.
Women are contributing very greatly to the agriculture sector. The agriculture sector contributes 24% of our economy. So if we have floods disrupting agriculture, if we have extreme weather conditions, affecting the production of crops and growing and the labor force in that sector, women are affected more, and they are losing livelihoods, they are losing sources of income, they are losing the money that feeds their homes.
The government says it has provided women-focused financial support through initiatives like the Parish Development Model and Emyoga.
For example, PDM, they have 30%. Emyoga, they have their percentage as women. But sometimes women don't want to stay at home.
But 92% of Uganda's labor force is in informal employment. For women, it is even higher, 94%, according to the 2021 National Labor Force Survey.
2021 law on climate change actually specifically provides for the High Court to have jurisdiction over all climate-related grievances. So,
to respond, Uganda has launched the Climate Change Health National Adaptation Plan 2025-2030, aimed at building resilience in the health sector.
There is no clear financing mechanism for this adaptation plan, apart from maybe if the Ministry of Health tries to, fundraise from well-wishers.
As climate change extremes continue to hit, Uganda must act faster to protect its most vulnerable, starting with the women who carry not just children, but the burdens of a broken system. Walter Mwesigye, NTV.